Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I am bringing you the final buyer's guide from update 1.15, and this is the car that everybody has been waiting for. This is the one that was absolutely hyped up. Originally a lot of people thought we was getting the road version. We haven't. We have got the official 2021 Hypercar version. So this is the car that took on Le Mans for Toyota in the new hybrid class. Obviously, the hybrid class is taking over the LMP category, LMP1. And yeah, it is basically, for me, an absolute thing of beauty. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love all the technology that, comes along with it. And for me, this just gets me absolutely hyped because, obviously, if you don't know, a lot of big manufacturers are now going to be entering the WEC, so the Le Mans categories, etc., for the big 24-hour race, and obviously the series that takes part over the season. People such as Peugeot, I believe, Ferrari, Aston Martin, and such are also following in the coming years. As you can see, it's a bit expensive, 3 million credits, but for me it's worth it. It was just an absolute must buy, just to have another official car in the game, and obviously especially having like the BRZ, another modern official car. I do feel like some of the classes are really lacking in more up-to-date machinery, so it's pretty cool to sort of see the hyperclass come in, and hopefully in the future we'll get some of the other hypercars that take part in Le Mans, such as the new Peugeot, Ferraris, Aston Martins, etc. down the line. So overall, what is my opinion? Does it disappoint? Is it as good as the LMPs? You may have noticed that the performance rating out of the box is lower than the LMP category. It does feel like it's, I'd say, a bit more oversteery or understeery than the LMP category. They do feel like they absolutely stick to the road. However, with the right tuning setup, this car will absolutely perform just as well, and it will stick to the road like nothing really. You will see through this lap that once you are confident with this car, you can basically just take on any track. It performed so well around this whole lap. I was quite blown away just by the amount of downforce it generates. It's quite cool to see that it's all still functional, and it, like I said, it just really hypes me up for the future of the hypercar class. For me, this class may, just with the amount of real life manufacturers now flocking to take part in this hypercar class, it may overtake Formula One as sort of like the standout sort of racing or motorsport category for manufacturers to take part in. Another cool thing to note about this car is the absolute acceleration you get from this hybrid power unit. As soon as you put your foot on the accelerator, it is going to shoot. Obviously it does have that boost bar. I'm not quite sure what it is or what its class as. Obviously it's not DRS, it's it's just part of the hybrid unit that's in the back of this thing. So do I really think there's any massive downsides to this car? Not really. It is, like I said, probably maybe even my favourite car in the whole game. I don't know why I'm just so hyped for this car, and since buying it I've easily got my 3 million credits worth. You can even you may know from a video I have uploaded recently that this is now the new sort of grinding car. You can get it to 800 performance points for the Sardegna, I believe. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I'm not Italian, my bad. For that event, and it will perform just as well. You can bang in lap times around 1 minute 32 to 1 minute 36 if you're not fuel saving, allowing you to pretty much easily earn the money back on this car in no time. A couple of hours, you've paid for yourself. For me, it does feel like a bit of a spiritual successor to the Tomahawk. So we've gone from one extreme car to, although yes, it's less extreme than the Tomahawk, it's still an extreme, real world car. And like I said, I mean, the downforce this thing produces is absolutely insane. I just feel like when it comes to the feeling of a car, this car definitely feels better than the LMP 1 category cars. You just feel like you've got more sense of control over them. They don't feel as sort of automatic or sort of computerized. You feel like you have to put in the work to sort of nail them corners, and when you do, there's no better feeling. It definitely does feel like, when you're bashing through these corners at 150 odd miles an hour and you nail them, it's just such an awesome feeling. Top speed wise, it's still pretty good. It will hit over 200 even in default set without any upgrades, so there's no problems there. It's no slouch on the straights. And like I said, downforce wise, it's awesome. The only thing is, sometimes you can be going that quick that you'll sort of, over brake the corners, and you'll end up sort of maybe, there's that risk of running wide. But again, it just feels like there's a bit of a learning curve to this car, but once you nail it, it's probably one of the more fun cars you can use in Gran Turismo. And it is entirely, usable now. We've got the Group 1 event. It's usable for some of the obviously money grinding methods that they are in the game. As you can see, I just overshot that corner there. That's what I'm talking about by the acceleration. It's insane. If it catches you off guard, you can run into a few problems. But honestly, once you get used to this car, it will probably blow you away with the performance of this thing. It's definitely, for me, the best car we've had, added post launch of Gran Turismo 7. The BRZ before was probably my favourite, just because, again, it's an official car, it's a real world car, and they are cool to see, more modern racing machines getting added to Gran Turismo 7, especially when a lot of them are like previous models from GT Sport. So yeah, I mean, I was hyped to see this. In my opinion, I'm glad it's not the road car. I'm glad it's the official thing. And like I said, I mean, hopefully this paves the way to some of the other hypercar machines that are going to come in the future. I really do hope we sort of get a hypercar class in a way, especially for some of the sport events, because the only trouble is with this being sort of, I'd say more of a down-tuned LMP1 car, it can lack in that capacity, and you can feel like it's not going to perform as well up against them. It does with upgrades. With upgrades, you can pretty much blow them away. But I mean, out of the box, I'm hoping we do get some more hypercars to sort of bulk up that grid and get some weekly races, which just includes sort of the hypercars. Overall, personally, the main thing I want in Gran Turismo is proper multi-class racing, so we can do big events like Le Mans around that time. Obviously, with that coming out soon, this year's event taking place soon, it would be pretty awesome to sort of be able to recreate them in Gran Turismo. So overall, absolutely a must-buy car. Yes, it's expensive, but you'll earn your money back. So let's have a look at the individual sector times. So as you can see here, overall we did a 5 minutes 49, which makes this by almost 2 minutes the fastest car from update 1.15. As you will know, the others got around, I believe, a 7 minute 33. The current fastest car in this series is the Audi VGT, I believe, which finally knocked the Aston Martin Vulcan off its top spot, which it had for so long. And yes, there you go. So a 5 minute 49. Over 15 seconds quicker than the other Group 1 Audi Vision Gran Turismo. An absolute monster of a car, a definite must buy. I mean, I am not complaining there. It's pretty awesome to just see, the bar be set even higher now. I'm going to wonder what the Toyota LMP1 car will do. That may have to be a video that I do pretty soon in the future. Because now obviously we're into the 5 minutes with cars, which is pretty awesome to see. So yeah, I mean, honestly, just get your money out and buy this car. Don't sleep on it. Don't slouch on it. Just get it. So yeah, honestly, big thank you for everyone that tunes into these videos, and I'm glad to keep this series going. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I make this kind of content each and every day and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.